Testing, testing. Hey, thanks for following Bloopy Noop. Sure, I'll do a little BB King. Hang on just a second. Am I alive, or am I just temporarily on life support because of, you know, getting away from the fish tank? I've been sucked in on season 3. I tried avoiding it, but pulled me back in. Yeah, it was something, you know. Yeah, I think that like I'm enjoying this fish tank season. I'd say there's definitely some crazy people in it. It's different. It does feel like it's an actual fresh tank, you know, with normal people, and you know they're slowly being subjected to craziness. So I don't know. It's kind of interesting watching like a slow burn. You know, I know some people just hate it when it's just fans. But I'm okay with either. I'm not like a fan hater. I don't make a judgment like, oh well, you know, if fans are on it, it just doesn't work. I mean, it just, the game is different. I think season 2 was a lot more intense. But I think fundamentally so, just because, you know, they're not dealing with MDE fans, so. Yeah, it took like 2 weeks just to like get them to reveal that it's actually a show called Fish Tank. So season 1, you know, looking back, it was definitely a special season, and I think comparing what little these guys are going through and how like they're reacting, it's kind of like, yeah, season 1 was definitely special. Zeppelin. Yeah, no. Nothing off the top of my head right now. I mean, yeah, it's been a while since I've played some originals. I mean, I'm kind of writing some stuff, kind of not. I've been slacking on my writing. Let's see if I got like something on deck I can just throw up. What the heck do I sign in with? Hey, that's not the one. Wait, that's the wrong account. I have 2 SoundClouds. Which one was it? Is it this one? Might be this one. Yeah, that was one. Did I have my mic on the whole time for that? Might have messed it up. Anyway, yeah, that was one. I like the melody of that, but I also just kind of, I don't know. It's not complete. Let's see. Yeah, it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of basic, you know, it's like... You know, so like the rhythm's not like that great, but I like this like harmony thing. It's like a... Like that sounds kind of cool, you know? So, you know, got like a 3-part harmony thing. This little... Alright, let's see here. That one's, I call that one D part. Kind of a working title, I don't know. Let's see here. Let's try maybe tune up. Down a half step. It's another one I'm working on. Just some chords, though. Just some chords. I don't know that one. I forgot it. Here we go. Yeah, next week the band I'm directing is gonna play at like a band jam. Gonna do a couple songs. I've been working a lot. Just finished up the mid-season show for we did a Aerosmith and Kiss theme. It's like the teenage kids, and it was fun. It like went well. They did 6 songs. It was like 3 Aerosmith, 3 Kiss tunes, and yeah, it was good. Everybody showed up. They played fine. Some of the choreography we went over, they did, and you know, I don't know. Not too many like terrible mess ups. I'm trying to get the kids to move more and like not be statues on stage. They don't believe me though. Like they don't understand. Or they're like afraid. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. There was a couple moves though. I mean, there was a couple little applause things, you know, and they kind of did something different out of the grain. That was good, you know, if they're talking to the audience or, you know, doing a move or something, you know. Yeah, don't you see my fingers? It's like, nah, nobody sees this, you know. Like, okay, you know, we're playing deuce, and like you're supposed to like, you know. Like you're supposed to, you know, do something. You're supposed to point. You gotta do the choreography. But like half of it was like, you know, one of the guys went. I'm having them watch stuff, you know? Like, okay, we're doing Lick It Up, Kiss, you know, it's like... You know, they're doing some of it, like they got, you know, but it's baby steps, you know? Baby steps. I think they don't I mean, they quickly realize it. They're not going to do it live. They already made the decision not to. They're shy. They think it's cringe. They don't actually like rock. Some do. I don't know. But it's also just... they're very concerned with making mistakes. And it's like... I'm not really concerned if they make mistakes or are sloppy. Like, it doesn't matter. I don't know. It doesn't matter that much. Like, yeah, you want to play well, but it's like, you know, you gotta, it's a performance. You gotta make them, you got living, breathing people there. You gotta do something, you know? I told them to scream at somebody. Pick somebody in the crowd and scream. Point at them. Something. Nobody did it. Maybe one kid did it, you know. He did his solo and he kind of rocked out at the end of it. But then he kind of went back to just kind of standing still. The older kids kind of get it, you know. They're getting up, they're, you know, doing stuff. It's you know, whenever I have to jam with them, like I move around a bit, but it's, yeah, I don't know. My intention is to inspire, but you know, I'm trying. I don't know. I think they're having fun. I think they're having fun though. Put a ferret in a pen. Let's try something. Yeah, I gotta beat East 10. I also got a Dragon Quest III HD 2D remake. I just stopped off at like chapter 3 so far, so I'm pretty behind. I should have just kept playing. I got caught up on the fish tank. I don't know if I got brain power for this right now. I'll put this on the learn list. I'll take some time. I'll get back into the game. I think getting back into the game. I mean, it's a tough song. Like, you know, I could find out some of the main like chords, but that kind of is my process of learning. Like on the spot, you know, I'm not gonna do a whole thing, you know. Because I also had adult band rehearsal today. So I had, mid-season show, adult band rehearsal. I got some new songs, and we were missing 2 members, so I kind of had to like jump in on the spot on a instrument I hadn't played on a song before. And it was also like a Disturbed song, which I don't really care much about Disturbed, I don't really have much of an opinion. Like I'll listen to whatever. I mean, you know, in teacher mode, like I'll play whatever. Like it doesn't matter, you know. But just on the spot, just like all right, learning Stupefy, and then you know, learning an Iron Maiden song, you know, taking a few lessons, and you know, going from Iron Maiden to, you know, then Disturbed, now an East tune. Yeah, I could get this. Just give me a little bit. Yeah. That's a great song, though. That definitely sounds like Mitsuo Singa, who's underrated and really good. Very good. Certainly. Oh yeah. So I know you're not really feeling season 3 of Fish Tank, but I'll have you know Frank Castle is there. And so they have a schizophrenic guy, and which or it's like he grabbed Frank's shoe while he was sleeping. I don't know if you've seen this clip. This is one of the most unbelievable things. So Frank pretended to be bisexual for this guy, because, like, you know, he's bisexual or whatever. And so he kind of was hitting on the guy, Bert, and Bert grabbed Frank's shoe starting while he was sleeping and started just like sniffing, huffing it, and licking the soles. He pulled out the shoe cushion and started pleasuring himself in front of sleeping Frank. So, I don't know. Some wild stuff in this season. It is some wild stuff. Yeah, Symbol punched him in the back of the head. Like, that was a bitch move. That's 100% a bitch move. I don't care that Symbol doesn't know how to throw a punch, because he doesn't. I mean, I saw his boxing match with Alex, and that was like the worst boxing match I've ever seen. But even worse than Tyson versus Paul, which, you know. So that's the other thing. All right, so I don't know. Did you see Alex's? So like, there was a whole thing where his real life wife and stepdaughter showed up to the tank. Alex has to be the craziest fish that's ever been on, I think. He's kind of like John. Yeah, so like, okay, you know, and just that was some grotesque stuff. I mean, she's like an ogre and just yelling at him. I've had to save a few of my friends who have been in terrible, you know, relations that are about as wide, you know, similarly wide in that regard. Not so much in that. Yeah, I mean, dude, it was so bad. It was so bad. He was like chewing ass. He was, you know, motorboating. It was, man, that was like some ham planet stuff going on there. And my goodness. I mean, that guy's desperate. I mean, that whole relation, like the whole Alex begging for forgiveness bit that he does, you know, getting on his knees and stuff. It's like, oh my goodness. Yeah, the hot dog challenge. That was bad. I can't even talk. I can't even think about that. That'll make me gag just thinking about. Like, I can't. I'll just imagine the hot dog smell, and it'll just, I don't know, the chunks. It's terrible. Yeah, so that was terrible. It was so funny. Binks put on the orange wig, and you know, the Jabba the Slut shirt, and you know, went in there and kind of mogged her. She threw a plate immediately. Alex left, so he and Frank were getting into it. Connor was like drunk, and like he had a purse, and I guess they put gay porn in his purse or something. I don't know, it was like a joke or something. And I guess he got embarrassed about that, or I don't know, he was being followed, and like his reaction, everybody started following him, and he just like got more and more uncomfortable. Frank was just following. He wasn't even doing anything. Like, this is like level 1 Frank stuff where he's just following. It's just nothing to it. Like, and then Alex kind of got in the way too, and then they're just like threatening violence. And then they just both pack up and leave together. So, like, Alex kind of, I don't know, like, even after all the family stuff, and like, he just kind of took that as like, all right, I'm gonna up and go, you know, with Connor. So like, it didn't really make sense. I don't know, like, that didn't look much better. I mean, it's already over. Like, Alex is the craziest fish, I think. Personally, it feels like he's like a mixture of John, Jimmy, and like, I don't know, Summer, you know, even like, it's like this, like, he's a combination of everybody. Brian, you know, with like the ex situation, but like it's his real life wife and all that. Like, he's kind of a combination, like everybody's problems and things that creep up. He's got that, and he was highly entertaining on camera. It's just like, he just, I don't know, the junkie mindset, and just like, he just couldn't shut up, and like, he just kept going and going and going. And it was sort of like, I don't know, I sort of wish he stayed around, because it was really entertaining. I was driving to work and had Fish Tank on my phone, you know, so I kind of caught glimpses of, you know, kind of the, until he left with Connor. I don't know. Yeah, you know, there could have been a little bit more. It's strange. They're just kind of letting Frank really step on them. Like, I mean, this is kind of it. Like, it's kind of like, how would normies react to Frank? And it's kind of like, not well. Like, Sylvia hung around. Haley hung around. Letty hung around. Vance fought back, you know, like, oh yeah, speaking of Vance took Symbol down, pinned him to the ground, and told him relax. That was an alpha move, you know, separating him from doing fly swatter punches on the back of Frank's head. This cast, it's like, okay, here's my tier list of the cast. All the crazies, okay, it's like top, you know, like Bert and Alex are special. Those were some amazing picks for the show. Like, honestly, that's like the show. They had a few normies, and I sort of wish they stuck around. Like Alexis, LaRon, Ted. Kind of wanted to, I don't know. But I mean, it's like, I wanted to see some of that. But like, hated Ted, hated Alexis, hated LaRon. Ian sucked. Oh, I like the freeloader, Job. Job is awesome. He's great. The homeless guy, Jeff, he's the man. He's always getting involved. But he's just kind of, I don't know, he's just a squirrely old man. He's kind of just getting in the way. I mean, it's fine, you know. Kind of add something. He's got a funny voice. You know. Job is excellent. Like, hey, Job, explain Pizzagate to Bert. Just like, don't care for Peyton. Peyton's kind of, it's like, she's kind of playing along with the game now, but at the same time, she's not a primary target of Frank. I mean, I don't know what I don't like Nifty, but it's interesting. I love Binks. Binks is my favorite. I've endorsed Binks early on. High on Binks. I love that Cuban weeb. She's great. Everything. She's funny. I love Binks. I love Binks. I DM'd her. I told her, divorce your Final Fantasy 14 husband, and yeah, marry my character. So yeah, hang out in the background. She kind of got Peyton got caught in the crossfire. Like, Frank had his drink knocked out of his hand by Mizzy, and then he splashed it at her, and then like his rum got in her eye, and so, you know. But yeah, I mean, it's like Peyton. It's like she might be able to stick around at the end. Like, I feel like she's kind of shot up in popularity, but you know, it's she's young though, you know, so it's kind of like people like young, attractive women, and she's smart, kind of playing along with it. And let's see, Symbol, I actually was okay with, you know, Symbol was annoying and real creepy at first, but I liked that he created conflict. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Frank is gonna target Mizzy and Symbol, and has been, now that Alex is gone. And Alex and Connor, they kind of just, honestly, and like, they kind of just threw themselves out. Like, it wasn't even really much of anything. It's sort of like they brought upon Frank, you know. And like, because that's the thing, like, Mizzy, okay, and I've made fun of Mizzy a bunch online. A few of my tweets about Mizzy have gotten hundreds of likes and a bunch of retweets, and you know, basically, all right, see, she's a singer and actress, can't sing, can't act, doesn't make jokes, doesn't have fun, doesn't play the game, everything's so miserable, makes everything about her, drags the show to a halt. She's starting to kind of do stuff because she can't really avoid it now. You know, I mean, so it's like, I think there's a chance she might get it. Thing is, she kind of figured out, and was also told the show was live early on. But I don't know. She doesn't even like do much like voices or jokes or even like low-hanging fruit jokes. Like, she doesn't go like "slay girl," you know, or like "work," you know. She doesn't do any of that. She didn't like no memes, nothing, like nothing interesting. And she's only very slightly emboldened by Frank to like instigate. And like, she don't even really scheme. It's kind of just like she just, I had a theory, she's like every hate watcher of Fish Tank. Because every season, everybody hates every season. Like, the hate watchers, they're just around. It's just like, oh no, this is the worst season. Oh, first season sucks, second season sucks. I hate fans. Now it's normies. Now they're trying to get the normies to act like fans. I mean, it's kind of the, you want to root for some people. You want to endorse people. You want to, you know, you want to see if they're cool. Like, okay, you got like a bunch of, you know, people who are not Sam Hyde fans, and you want to see if they can get down with it. You know, you want to see if they're like, you know, down to clown. Like, you want to see if they can kind of just get it. Like, they don't, like, suddenly they get hardened. You know, like season one, like people got to really appreciate like Damiel and like Josie and Letty and Vance, even Sylvia and John, like, you know, seeing like they're still around, you know, Ty being brought in as a freeloader, Simon, like it, you know, it gets people. This is like it build, you know, people are building stuff afterwards. I still follow Ty. Ty is funny. Ty's always funny. You know, it's always interesting kind of seeing what they're doing. Yeah, Mizzy has to do something, you know? She has to do something. Like there's just nothing there. She's like LA brain rot manifested. And it's horrible. It's horrible. Um yeah, I mean it like okay, so I endorse Binks. I gotta gush about Binks. So alright. I think she's smart. I think she's funny. She's got a cool attitude. You know, and she's not strong. Can't do any like that's for whatever like I'm rooting for her. She's not gonna get strong. She's not gonna like do any of that. She can only win by fearing for her life and hiding and snaking and like plotting. But I like how she plots. I like how she plots and kind of like I don't know, she's sort of floating. She's got like kind of that, you know, Josie Weeb appeal thing. But she's not like awkward. She's like extremely social. Extremely like very extroverted, or at least forced to be in this situation. Seems to be handling it well. She's kind of tough, you know. She's not like, you know, tough mentally. I'd say not physically, you know. And maybe it's like part of like the shield of just like getting the show, you know. Once she realized this was like live streaming, she like got super excited and started talking to the audience like she would be streaming, you know. So but kind of I don't know, and I'm a low viewer streamer, so it's kind of like I get it. I get what she's doing. So I don't know. She's into like role playing game, tabletop games, and nerdy stuff. She just seems cool. I hear her singing musical theater stuff, and I hate musical theater. I mean, I'm out of that world and stuff, but like, I don't know. I understand. I don't know. It's one of those, you know, you're watching the show for a crush, and like, there you go. So that's like I think Binks could win. And she might, I don't know, she might. Like, I'm curious if she makes it to the final two. There's a chance. I mean, hey, you know, Frank plots in front of Binks, you know, because like Frank will sometimes meet with the cool chick and kind of go, yeah, you know, kind of gives out his plan. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna mess with Symbol. Yeah, I'm gonna mess with Alex. You know, I'm gonna mess with Mizzy. And Binks is like, yeah, why don't you mess with me afterwards, maybe, but first Symbol. You know, kind of like cool about it. So I like that. She's got a good attitude. She's, I mean, everyone says, yeah, Binks, Mizzy, and Bert. Interesting. Okay, Mizzy sticking around. You know, I think Mizzy might stick around. We'll see. She's trying to make a stand. She's trying to take a stand against Frank. And Symbol he can break down. You know what? He won the cell, and I got a little more respect for him. Because, like, he was gonna lose, and then Bert just, you know, crushed the fish and lost. But, you know, he, like, it's like he's extremely durable for a while, but then it's just like he breaks. He can break, and he has broken, and it's like it's getting worse, you know. And that was the cell. Wasn't even Frank Castle. So it's been weird. It's a weird cast, you know. It's a weird kind of cast. Like he's like cinematographer, film guy, hasn't done anything. His stuff sucks. He can act, he can kind of play, but like it's just, it would be nice if he survives. He's like, here's the thing. Symbol can't control his emotions, but you know what? They say in fighting, you don't have to be better than the guy. You just have to be better than him on that night. Just for that time. And Symbol, the fierce competitor. So, he's one of those guys, when it comes to the night, when it comes to the day, he's shown he can perform. However, in the day-to-day living, he's deteriorating. He's tried to make deals. And, like, here's the Symbol deal. It's okay. You don't fuck with me. I don't fuck with you. We'll be the final two and we'll fuck each other. That's the Symbol deal. And nobody has ever really taken him on that. Nobody seriously. Anybody that has, yeah. And he can't handle it. He's also tried to sue Jet and Sam and, like, man, you know. So I guess from his perspective, he got to the house. Luke pushed him. He said there would be no pushing, and so he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna sue." So he's very Sue happy. Say he's Mary Sue. Yeah. So he's a problem. He's a problem. And nobody will respect him. People like Letty. People like Letty, you know, and like, she's a schemer. She played the game boldly. She played the bad guy boldly. Symbol is trying to be the powerful guy. He's not powerful. He's not powerful. Like, he can't even believe it either. Like, he doesn't make his decision right then and there. It's weird when he does, like, interfere too, because it's like, okay, there'll be like confrontation. He'll just sit out for like 3 of them, and then he'll just stand up and go, "Wait, you motherfucker," and "Wait, you," and then just point and just do his like point thing, and like, it's weird. I don't know. It's like tricks, magic tricks. I don't understand it. He's an odd guy. He's an odd duck. He's a very odd duck. Bert, I mean, here's the thing. Bert's already won. I mean, it's just hilarious. That's just one. I don't know. I don't know. He's they gotta use him again somehow. Here's what I want. I wanted Job to be a contestant. I wanted, like, he's won Public Opinion. I wonder if, like, Sam will bring him in for other things. He's insane. Oh my gosh. He is insane. It's just one of those things where it's like only Sam and Jet. It's like an Airsoft Fatty situation where it's like, oh man, you got somebody. Like Airsoft Fatty, it's like iDubbbz abandoned him. And it's like, you know what? He used him a couple times and done decently for him and kind of saved him in a way. Saved his life. Maybe he's a little over dramatic, I don't know. But I think he is doing better. I haven't really followed or anything. I don't really care to. But yeah, future freeloader. Oh, that would be hilarious. Yeah. Job should be like production. I don't know. He's got a drinking problem though. But it's like Job's funny. I just like the first reaction people had was like, wow, you found a man with no aura. He has absolutely no aura. He's just blank. Just blank. Unreadable. And like, he's like, there's the, if you've ever seen Hunter x Hunter, the Shadow Beast, he's like the porcupine guy. Porcupine guy from Hunter x Hunter. That bad guy. You can't do anything to him. He's just got like porcupine hair. Can't attack him. Can't attack him. Doesn't hurt him. That's Job. Deadpan. So, yeah, he's got to be in stuff. He's funny too. Like he says some funny stuff. He's outlandish. They say he's Jet's cousin. It's funny. So I haven't bought into any of Fish Tank. Like none of the season passes. I just watch for free. I'm a free watcher. I'm a free watcher. I think I bought a Josie Gang shirt. Never got it. Never got it in the mail. Yeah. Never got the shirt. Where's my Josie shirt? I like bought it on the last day. And I just never got it. So, love the show. Watch it all the time. Tweet about it all the time. Even to the point I'm crazy, you know. It's... I don't want to be a... My life has been consumed. Ben is hilarious. Ben is Ben Bush. Producer Ben. So funny. Holy crap. Some of the stuff he was saying, like in the Famous House segment, before they like revealed it was Fish Tank, he was being, yeah, Yeah, Ben, Angry Ben is hilarious. When he started, he was gay Ben, gay producer Ben. It was funny. It's one of those seasons. It's hard to really tell who. Like it was hard to tell who was a fan. I missed the whole Luke segment. I guess he was a fan. Guy that got kicked out, like, or he left like day 2 or something. Apparently Ted was. Maybe he was pretending. But yeah. So the yeah, get rid of the fans. Yeah, just like I like the idea. I like the idea of like, okay, it's a computer. They think it's AI. They're playing a role. You got to play the role. And then, you know. It's so funny when Jet was using the Black Jet voice. Talking to Bert when he was in prison for the first time. So funny. I was dying. I was dying. It was that was so funny. Just the reveal. 7 men, 5 girls. Dude wipes. Beast, Mr. Beast Feastables. Dude wipes. Manscaped. These are macho brands. Flat screen TVs. Dudes watch that. BMWs. That's a guy car. Just everything. It was like 4 hours. He was just like repeating that over and over. I mean, it's all done, but I mean, we'll see. It's all part of the whole Schizo detective work. Yeah. It felt like this season they revealed stuff pretty well. They like just the whole the bubble, you know. It's like you're losing something by like going hard on fans in some ways, but like, oh man, just like you got people in a house for 2 weeks and some of them walked. I mean, and they might be gaslighting them, telling them they're not going to get paid if they walk or whatever. I don't know. But, yeah. Anyway. I'm gonna get going. It's been fun. I'll probably, try streaming more. Maybe I'll finish East 10. And, yeah. I'll try and learn that East 10 tune when I can, and, I got time. So I'm gonna enjoy Fish Tank, you know, for the last hour or two before they fall asleep, or hopefully it's a crazy night. So anyway.